Greetings guys, Chris VA Travels. I'm in Monmouth, another historic home here in Natchez, Mississippi. Serves as a bed and breakfast. I didn't stay the night, but I'm here for breakfast. I actually stayed at Choctaw Hall last night. They don't serve breakfast there, but they gave me a voucher to come over here and eat. So I'm gonna eat breakfast and take a tour. All right, I had breakfast pretty good. I'm gonna take a house tour in just about a half an hour. So in the meantime, I'm gonna walk around, check this place out. And yeah, this place is huge. It's like a resort. It's got a whole campus of buildings. There are 30 rooms. You can see a little pond over there. A garden up here. All right. So pretty well kept. Like I say, whole campus of buildings. The restaurant was building 12, that's building 10. Whole pond right there, gazebo. And about to enter the gardens. Okay, well I found out the 10 o'clock tour has been canceled. They've got a 2 o'clock. Not sure I can make it. I've got a couple other sites I want to knock out today. I'm going to try though. I'll at least do a walk around. And this is the back of Monmouth. Like I say, it's pretty big. And as I walk around, like plenty of outbuildings. I don't know what's what. You know, obviously you had slave cabins, you had carriage house, just all kinds of barns, kitchens, smokehouses. And to give you some history, like I say, built 1818 by John Hankinson from Monmouth, New Jersey. That's where it gets its name. He was a steamboat entrepreneur, postmaster, a lawyer. He owned it up until 1826. It was purchased by John Quitman. And he's a pretty popular character around here. I've heard his name mentioned several times. We're actually off of John Quitman Road. And better shot of that pond. He owned the house up and he did many upgrades. I think 1853 he really added on to the house. I think I'm gonna try to cut through over here. Yeah, so he died late 1850s, but the house stayed in his in the Quitman family up until 1926. So yeah, quite a long time. It was also occupied during the Civil War by the Union Army, and that's where you go to check in. A lot of Spanish moss dripping off. I don't know if that's a crepe myrtle behind there. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, we're walking toward the front yard. Here we go, the front of Monmouth. And you'll see those stone blocks covered in stucco. It's in your classic Greek revival architecture that's so popular here in Natchez. Just some kind of basic columns and a basic pediment up there, and kind of your usual just fan light above the door. No real face to the door to speak of. A couple keystones above those windows. A little crack right there between those two windows. Yeah, oh, and this thing's got your central passage, and again, it's got your basic 4/4 pattern, 2 rooms to the left, 2 rooms to the right. Same thing on the second floor. Okay, fast forward, it's now 2 p.m. I came back and I'm getting a private tour. Ticket was $26. They're giving me a free mint julep. That's pretty cool. And yeah, check this place out. Oh, wow. All right, guys, the first main central passage. And yeah, check out the painting in the hallway here. And this actually would be Natural Bridge in Virginia, so cool shout out. And this is still in progress. The painter is actually foreign born. He's actually never seen some of these sites. And this is actually going to be Boston Harbor. Check out this cool chandelier. Pretty nice grandfather clock, and this would be West Point. And pretty good detail on this one. Here's John Quitman, owner of the house, Mississippi governor. He was a senator also. This would be New York Harbor over here. Nice, cool eagle up there. And then last one, we know what this is, Niagara Falls. And I don't think there'll be a steamship that close or sailboats that close, but it's a nice painting. Cool piano. The formal dining room. Check out the Rococo on this chandelier. And this would have been a gasolier at the time. And over here, these paintings aren't related to the house. The current owners just put them up. And this dispenser right here is Russian. Pretty cool sideboard right here. Got the claw feet on the front and back. Cooler over here, keep the wine cool. And this china over here is original to the Quitmans. And there's John Quitman's wedding picture and his wife, Eliza. And some pretty nice porcelain over there. Okay, on to the next room. All right, crystal chandelier in here. And this would have been a gasolier at the time. And you could imagine when this thing was lit up, how it would shimmer. All right, pretty cool black marble around the fireplace, and it looks like this thing would have burned coal. So, a little fan window up there. Oh, and this is the men's parlor. Over here, the ladies' parlor. And you can imagine they probably would have had a door closing the two off. And this is pretty interesting. This is a women's face shield. And you see this thing would have pulled out, and it would have shielded a lady's face from the heat of the fire. And back then they wore pretty heavy makeup. And pretty interesting, this is a French barometer. Pretty cool piece. And over here, matching French clock. And it looks like this thing is correct twice a day. Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna go upstairs. All right, guys. Upstairs hallway, and this furniture is original to Quitman. And this is a courting chair, pretty unique. The lady would sit on one side, or known as a chaperone chair. The male would sit right there, and the chaperone would sit right here. And yeah, the thing's pretty low to the ground. Little cavalier, kind of French looking. And it's pretty unique. So there's such a French influence around here. And yeah, it's pretty impressive bookshelf over here. Pretty good library. On the Civil War. Jeff Davis, United States and Mexico. And really old quilt, dates back probably late 1700s, early 1800s. And a couple Renaissance characters, a couple French characters over here, and a dulcimer, unique instrument. Oh yeah, and this music box over here, Sublime Harmony. Pretty neat. Yeah, and these tubes would be interchangeable, play different songs. A jukebox of its day, I guess. Some pretty nice porcelain pieces over here. And this guy's playing the violin while she's sleeping. And there he is trying to court her, I guess. He's trying to touch her hand, it looks like. See a harp right there. And all right, walk out on the porch. All right, guys, last room. This is John Quitman's study, and it was also his bedroom towards the end of his life. He actually died in here, 1858. And I don't know if this is a cigar box. A couple original pieces. This mirror is original, and this bureau over here. Pretty neat. So let you look at this furniture. Another marble. Well, I don't know if is that marble. Well, no, it's not marble, but. And I'm not sure. I thought that was Jesus from far away, and it almost looks like some Arabian or Hispanic. I don't know what that is, but yeah, this piece is original. So. Oh, all right. Take a look in here, and that's his traveling glass set. I guess his traveling liquor case. And this is a book that was written by a local here from Natchez about Quitman. And there's the family Bible, and the family records were usually kept in the back of the Bible. And there's a fly catcher down there.
There's a lot of history in here, real quick, because sometimes they miss out. I don't know if you've done the tour. This is General Quitman. I love talking about him. Our great Marines, red stripe down their pants. That's to commemorate one of the bloodiest battles in the Mexican-American War. Okay. To this day, our great Marines wear that blood stripe.
Right.
That's that red stripe down their trousers. That's the Battle of Chapultepec. Took place in the middle of Mexico City. Over 1,500 Marines were lost storming this castle. The general over that battle was this man here.
Oh yeah.
General Quitman.
Yeah.
Now, General Quitman is listening. Every now and then you'll see the lights blink.
Oh.
That's how I give props to the general. But this is him before the war, 3 years after the war, my friend.
Oh, wow.
So look at how much it took a toll on him. But he gained a lot of popularity in this war. As you travel around the great United States, you'll hear Quitman, Texas, Quitman, Virginia, Quitman, Louisiana. These are places that pay homage to the great general today. Follow me, my friend. Now, after this great war he won, remember our great Marines talk about it. 1,500 Marines were lost storming this castle, but we won. This is the victorious march home. Notice the men in the back, bandaged and bloodied. See how the general is upright and proud? Now, have you noticed yet? Keep looking at that picture. Now look at his foot.
Oh, there's no shoe on, right?
Yeah, General Quitman lost a shoe in the battle. His men say he was so stubborn. Some say he was such a bad, you know what, he refused to put that shoe on. This is his handkerchief that his wife did for him, straight from battle. This was a sword that he got, that we now have. We have a joke. You buy a hotel, you get a sword. Right. But this was a Congressional Medal of Honor. You know, nowadays you get the big medal. Back then they gave you a sword, 14 karat gold sword with aquamarine gemstone. They say right now that bad boy is valued at about $2.5 million. Wow. This was his wife, Miss Eliza. Okay. They were hopelessly in love. They said a year after he died, she died. They said of a broken heart. 12 kids, only 7 of them reached to adulthood. And off that note, this is the last picture. He was a hopeless romantic. Everywhere he went, he would write her. This is a love letter we have for the general. He wrote her everywhere he went, every battle he was at. He wrote back to his wife, and he ended every single letter with "You are my polar north, and my heart always points towards you." Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, General Quitman was something else. Great. Yeah, that's just the gist of the great general. You know, a lot of times folks miss out on him. I love to research. Our great Marines wear that red stripe.
All right, guys, while I wait on the mint julep, just to let you know that was the kitchen. The servant or slave quarters were on the second floor. And I'm just gonna walk down, take a look at the pond. All right, just walking around, checking out the property. Yeah, like I say, big complex. I kind of wish I would have stayed one of my nights here. Walk up, take a look at this. A lot of Catholic imagery. Like I say, it's just kind of you just think Southern Baptist when you think just the South, but you forget Louisiana and some of Mississippi, some of Alabama as well, Spanish and French. All right, yeah, the guy over there told me there's bass in the pond, but he sees them swimming by, but they're not catching anything. And I see a cemetery back here. Take a quick look. See if that gate's open. Gate's open, but they've got Pork Chop the dog buried back there. Wally and Janine, 2 dogs. And there is Philip Alex Hamilton, MD. A little walking trail back there.
Please let me know. But to get this started, guys, this is the appetizer.
All right, had my mint julep getting out of here. That's it for Monmouth. As always, like and subscribe. See y'all.